My career, I spent 32 years in a municipal water industry, utility with Columbus Water Works. So that definitely engaged me in the value of water and how to manage water for cities, and from the engineering perspective, the operation perspective, permitting, the whole spectrum of municipal water use, and the value of water and the quality that you have to treat it and deliver it and then collect it and clean it up and then return it back to the environment. So we've got a pretty good perspective on all that through 32 years in the municipal water business. The state recognizing the importance of managing the water resources while the state economy grows and our population grows is very important, because we can't take for granted that our water resources are an infinite supply. They're definitely not, particularly in times of drought. So we've got to have good people involved in how to plan to manage for when times get difficult, when the well's dry, you know the value of water. So we want to know the value of water before that well runs dry, so we know how to manage as we go into those droughts. And particularly the population in parts of our state growing a lot, and the stress that puts on water resources, as well as now these data centers that are popping up and putting a huge demand on water. So the Water Planning Council, that's kind of a new thing come on the radar screen to kind of get people's heads wrapped around about how you're going to manage that as we move into that realm of technology in our society. So that's going to be an interesting challenge.
I grew up in LaGrange, and the Chattahoochee River was here without West Point Lake at that point in time, I can remember. And then in 1975, the lake was backed up, and we were fortunate to have a 26,000 acre lake right in our backyard. I think Troup County is 7+% water, so the lake takes up a good portion of our county. You know, people water ski on the lake, they fish on the lake. We've had some great bass fishing tournaments here. So recreation is a critical part of what the lake was built for.
We got a lot of good recreational resources through our part of the basin. The whitewater rafting in Columbus is phenomenal. I've done that, I think, 6 times in the high adventure phase when it was running high. So I'm probably retired from that, but it's fun.
Water planning is critical, I think, in Georgia, and especially in the Chattahoochee Basin. We have such a limited watershed compared to most other major metropolitan areas.
I think our role is just kind of being watchdogs, good stewards for our water resources in our county, and that's not something that needs to go away.